All right, team, good morning. It's Wednesday, hump day. And you know, sometimes for me, when I hit the middle of the week, I kind of fall into that old trap of routine thinking. I got a couple of days behind me, got a couple of days in front of me, caught up in the gauntlet, the routine. We work hard here to change our minds and take action because those things don't really fix themselves, as we know. So this morning, you know, I just kind of wanted to go back to our old friend and share some thoughts on Amy Cuddy about body language. We're all familiar with Amy. Jeremy has encouraged us to watch some of her YouTube, TED Talks, and Amy, being a social psychologist, has done a tremendous amount of work on, you know, body language. She covers a lot about the messages we convey to others, whether it's on interviews, with our nonverbals. And what I kind of wanted to tap into is, because she talks about this, the message that we give ourselves, and that's just sitting at our desk. And that's where I kind of can get stuck into the routine, task-oriented stuff. And do I start closing in, you know, especially by the end of the day? You know, she really gets into the nonverbals that govern how we feel about ourselves, in addition to all those wonderful tips she offers about the nonverbals which convey to other people how they think about us. So I'm keeping it short and sweet this morning. Don't know if we're necessarily going to video this entire thing, but we've talked a lot about it. We've listened to Amy, and guess what we're going to do this morning, team?
What?
We are going to pull our chairs aside. We are going to stand over our desks. I'm going to set our timer for 2 minutes, and we are going to power pose over our workspace. What we're going to do is focus.
Can I do the Wonder Woman?
You can do the Wonder Woman.
I was supposed to do the Wonder Woman.
You can do the Olympic athlete.
I want
it. You can do.
I'll do the Tim T.
Whatever opens you up to feeling more confident as we start the day, tackling the mundane, if you will, taking ownership of it. If you don't feel like you're up to the task, as Amy says, fake it till you make it. But we're going to do it. And I think, too, what it'll help do is break down any kind of notion that as a team, once we do it once, if we happen to come to work one day and we see one of our colleagues standing over their desk doing a power pose, it'll be just quite normal. Yes. So that's what I want to do. I want to encourage, and I'm going to read a couple of Zig Ziglar quotes, maybe to reflect on while we power pose. But what I do want to share, because it provided tremendous motivation for me, is we were blessed at the beginning of this week to have our powerful bell rung.
Yes.
And that came as a result of a very powerful negotiation that was done by our fearless leader. And I got to tell you, maybe in our power pose, as we survey our landscape and our workspace this morning and how we're going to take ownership of it, if we keep that bell ringing in the back of our minds and maybe tap into a couple of these quotes that I'll give you from Zig Ziglar, let's do our 2 minutes of power posing.